In a world where romantic relationships are often seen as the ultimate fulfillment, it's striking to discover that some of the most thoughtful and successful people choose to remain single. They aren't waiting for the perfect partner. Instead, they've discovered a profound truth aligned with Stoic philosophy: true contentment comes from within. This powerful realization empowers them to live fully independently and on their own terms. Today, we delve into the reasons behind this choice, exploring how Stoicism's principles of self-sufficiency and inner peace guide their lives. Join me as we uncover the virtues of singlehood not as a status, but as a deliberate path to personal growth and fulfillment. If you value the insights and conversations we're sharing here, a simple favor I could ask from you is to hit the subscribe button and please stick with us throughout the video, without skipping, as every part holds a piece of the puzzle to understanding this profound way of living. First up, let's talk about why many brilliant people choose to remain single. They hold remarkably high standards for themselves and for those they might consider as partners. It's not merely about seeking someone who ticks off a checklist of attributes. Instead, it's about finding a person who resonates on a deeper level, someone who embodies the core values of Stoicism: simplicity, integrity, and rationality. These are not just buzzwords, they are the pillars upon which they build their lives and any relationships they choose to enter into. For those who align with Stoic principles, every relationship must be more than just companionship. It should be a partnership that enhances life rather than complicates it. They believe in cultivating relationships that foster both personal and collective growth, nurturing a bond that supports mutual achievements and personal development. This means looking for partners who are not only compatible in tastes or hobbies but who share a profound philosophical alignment, where both individuals see eye to eye on what truly matters in life. In this light, settling for less isn't an option. It's not about demanding perfection from a partner but rather about not compromising on the essential aspects of one's philosophy of life. Stoicism teaches that tranquility and virtue are the highest goods. Therefore, a potential partner must contribute positively to these ends rather than detract from them. The high standards in question are thus about maintaining one's tranquility and pursuing virtue consistently. This approach might narrow the field, but it also means that any relationship formed is likely to be incredibly strong and enriching. Having high standards, according to Stoic thought, is about understanding that good relationships should be effortless in their complexities and enriching in their simplicity. A Stoic seeks a partner who understands that life's trials are tackled better with a shared ethos that values clarity, ethical living, and straightforwardness. They desire a partner who views a relationship not as a mere fulfillment of personal or societal expectations but as a joint venture towards a more meaningful, virtuous life. For those who deeply connect with Stoic values, independence in life means having the freedom to make decisions based on one's own judgment and principles, without needing to compromise for the sake of another's desires or expectations. It's about maintaining control over one's own life and ensuring that every choice aligns with one's ethical and philosophical standards. This degree of autonomy allows them to pursue their true purpose and passions without distraction or deviation, which is why a romantic relationship might seem limiting rather than liberating. In a world where romantic entanglements often demand compromises and adjustments, maintaining one's independent streak can be challenging. Those who value their independence highly cherish the ability to pursue their aspirations and life goals uninhibited. They thrive on the freedom to explore, create, and grow individually. For Stoics, the ideal state is one where they are self-reliant, and their happiness is not dependent on another person. This doesn't stem from a selfish desire to avoid sharing life's journey. Rather, it's about a deeper understanding that true contentment comes from within, not from external sources. Furthermore, this independence is not about rejecting the concept of relationships altogether but about prioritizing personal growth and inner peace over societal expectations. Stoics believe in forming relationships that do not diminish their freedom but rather respect and enhance their independence. This means that any potential relationship must meet the high standard of not only being loving and supportive but also of allowing both individuals to remain true to their independent natures. By prioritizing independence, they're not just avoiding the potential pitfalls of romantic relationships, they're actively choosing a path that ensures their ability to live life on their own terms. This approach guarantees that they can dedicate themselves fully to their personal and philosophical pursuits, leading to a richer, more fulfilling life that is true to the Stoic ideal of self-sufficiency and personal integrity. This profound level of independence is seen not as a barrier to intimacy but as the very foundation upon which a truly supportive and enriching relationship could potentially be built should the right partner come along. This isn't about cynicism or a negative outlook on love, rather, it's a carefully considered perspective shaped by observation and personal experience, deeply rooted in Stoic wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to approach life with a clear-eyed view, encouraging us to see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. This philosophy promotes emotional resilience and a practical approach to life's challenges, including relationships. For those who align with Stoic principles, there's often a keen awareness of the complexities and potential pitfalls that come with romantic relationships. They have observed, sometimes firsthand, the emotional turbulence, conflicts, and even disillusionment that can arise from mismatches in expectations, values, or life goals. Such observations lead them to question whether the traditional relationship model is as fulfilling or essential as society often portrays it to be. Moreover, Stoicism teaches the importance of self-contentment and finding peace within oneself rather than seeking it in external attachments or other people. This philosophical approach fosters a preference for maintaining one's emotional equilibrium and personal peace, which can be significantly harder to sustain in the dynamic give-and-take of a partnership. For those who are skeptical of relationship dynamics, the potential for emotional disturbance is often seen as a risk not worth taking, especially if they feel complete and content in their solitude. This skepticism also extends to the effectiveness of relationships in meeting deep personal and philosophical needs. Stoics often seek a level of understanding and mutual respect that goes beyond surface-level attractions or common interests. They look for connections that are truly enriching and intellectually stimulating, with a strong foundation in shared values and ethical living. The difficulty in finding such a partnership, combined with a preference for emotional stability, makes many Stoics cautious about entering into relationships that might compromise their tranquility. For those who embody these lifestyles, whether they are minimalists, nomads, adventurers, or deeply committed to unusual artistic or humanitarian projects, the idea of living an unorthodox life is not just a preference but a calling. Stoicism, with its emphasis on living in accordance with nature and focusing on what one can control, greatly influences their life choices. For these individuals, Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's a practical guide to living. It teaches the importance of self-discipline and control over one's own responses to external circumstances. This aligns beautifully with lifestyles that require a significant level of independence and self-reliance. For example, consider the minimalist who finds deep joy and simplicity in the essential. Stoicism supports this by teaching that happiness comes not from external possessions but from living a life that is in accordance with one's own virtues and values. Similarly, those who choose a nomadic life find resonance with Stoicism's teachings about adaptability and the transient nature of external conditions. They move through the world, making homes wherever they go, which requires a profound ability to adjust and find contentment regardless of place or comfort, qualities that Stoicism enhances by valuing flexibility and resilience. These unique lifestyles often require a level of commitment and personal conviction that can be hard to reconcile with the compromises inherent in romantic relationships. Relationships typically involve meshing two lives together, which can mean sacrifices and adjustments that may dilute or conflict with the unconventional paths these individuals have chosen. The Stoic pursuit of personal ethical integrity and the desire to live authentically can thus make relationships seem restrictive or even contrary to their personal and philosophical goals. Moreover, Stoicism teaches the value of personal autonomy and the pursuit of individual virtue, which can further reinforce the decision to remain single. For someone deeply committed to a path that is less traveled, the independence to make choices that align perfectly with their Stoic values is crucial. It's not that these individuals are opposed to sharing their lives, rather, their life choices demand such a high degree of personal integrity and alignment that finding a compatible partner who not only understands but also genuinely shares these values can be exceptionally challenging. For many brilliant minds, their professional pursuits aren't just jobs, they are callings that demand a significant portion of their energy, focus, and time. This deep commitment to career is often influenced by Stoic philosophy, which values discipline, purpose, and the pursuit of excellence in one's chosen field. Stoicism teaches the importance of living according to one's nature, which for some means following a path deeply rooted in their professional ambitions. Whether they are entrepreneurs striving to launch a startup, academics dedicated to groundbreaking research, or artists immersed in perfecting their craft, the single-minded pursuit of professional excellence is a key aspect of their identity and life satisfaction. This intense focus aligns with the Stoic ideal of virtue and excellence in all endeavors. In such cases, the demands of a high-flying career can often leave little room for maintaining a romantic relationship. The time and energy required to build and sustain a successful career can conflict with the commitments needed to nurture a relationship. For Stoics, who are taught to approach life with rationality and practicality, the decision to remain single can be a strategic choice that allows them to focus on their career without the distraction or emotional upheaval that relationships can sometimes bring. Furthermore, Stoicism promotes the idea of self-sufficiency and resilience, qualities that are particularly valuable in demanding careers where setbacks and challenges are inevitable. The dedication to their work often reflects a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment, which Stoicism encourages by emphasizing the importance of pursuing one's passions and talents to the fullest extent. In this sense, choosing to remain single can be seen as a deliberate strategy to optimize their personal and professional growth, allowing them to dedicate themselves fully to their chosen path without compromise. By focusing on their careers, these individuals are not necessarily avoiding relationships out of fear or disinterest. Instead, they are aligning their life choices with their deepest values and aspirations, guided by Stoic principles of virtue, excellence, and personal fulfillment. This intentional approach allows them to live authentically and purposefully, prioritizing their professional ambitions while maintaining their emotional and philosophical well-being. In conclusion, the decision to remain single among brilliant minds often reflects a profound alignment with Stoic principles of self-sufficiency, independence, and personal integrity. These individuals prioritize their personal and philosophical growth, seeking relationships that align deeply with their values and contribute positively to their pursuit of virtue and tranquility. Stoicism teaches them to live with clarity and purpose, valuing inner peace and ethical living above external validations or societal expectations. By choosing to remain single, they affirm their commitment to living authentically and fully, unencumbered by the compromises or distractions that relationships can sometimes bring. Ultimately, their decision is not about rejecting love or companionship but about embracing a lifestyle that honors their unique values and aspirations. Whether pursuing demanding careers, unconventional lifestyles, or simply prioritizing personal growth, these individuals find fulfillment in the pursuit of virtue and excellence, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the pursuit of virtue and inner tranquility. For those who align with these principles, the decision to remain single is often rooted in a desire to maintain emotional equilibrium and avoid the potential disruptions that can arise from romantic entanglements. Stoics prioritize clarity of thought and emotional resilience, seeing relationships as potentially challenging to these ideals if they do not align deeply with their values. Moreover, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in accordance with nature, which includes understanding and accepting the transient nature of relationships. This perspective encourages individuals to focus on developing a strong sense of self-reliance and personal fulfillment, independent of external attachments. By choosing to remain single, Stoics affirm their commitment to living authentically and in harmony with their inner virtues, rather than seeking validation or happiness through external sources. Furthermore, the decision to remain single can also stem from a practical consideration of time and energy. Many brilliant minds are deeply engaged in pursuits that demand significant dedication and focus, such as scientific research, artistic creation, or entrepreneurial endeavors. These individuals may prioritize their professional or creative ambitions, recognizing that maintaining a romantic relationship could potentially detract from their ability to achieve their goals or pursue their passions wholeheartedly. Stoicism supports this prioritization of personal excellence and professional fulfillment by encouraging individuals to cultivate their talents and contribute meaningfully to society. For some, the pursuit of these ambitions provides a profound sense of purpose and satisfaction that outweighs the desire for romantic companionship. By choosing to remain single, these individuals are able to dedicate themselves fully to their chosen endeavors, harnessing their energy and creativity towards making a significant impact in their respective fields. Moreover, Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining personal autonomy and independence in decision-making. For those who value these principles highly, the decision to remain single allows them to retain control over their own lives and choices, free from the compromises or dependencies that can sometimes accompany romantic relationships. This independence fosters a sense of empowerment and self-mastery, enabling individuals to navigate life's challenges with confidence and resilience. Additionally, Stoicism emphasizes the pursuit of wisdom and the cultivation of virtue as essential components of a fulfilling life. Individuals who adhere to these principles may view romantic relationships through the lens of ethical living and personal growth, seeking partners who share their values and contribute positively to their journey toward self-improvement. By choosing to remain single, Stoics prioritize forming meaningful connections that are grounded in mutual respect, intellectual stimulation, and a shared commitment to living virtuously. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages individuals to embrace change and adaptability in response to life circumstances. For those who lead dynamic or unconventional lifestyles, such as frequent travelers, artists, or scholars, the decision to remain single may reflect a practical consideration of the challenges posed by maintaining romantic relationships across geographical distances or differing life priorities. Stoics value simplicity and clarity in their relationships, seeking connections that enhance their sense of purpose and fulfillment without compromising their commitment to personal growth and development. In conclusion, the decision to remain single among brilliant minds reflects a deep alignment with Stoic principles of self-sufficiency, independence, and personal integrity. These individuals prioritize their emotional and philosophical well-being, seeking relationships that contribute positively to their pursuit of virtue and inner tranquility. By choosing to remain single, Stoics affirm their commitment to living authentically and fully, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy in their quest for personal excellence and fulfillment.